Namaste Vidyao, खुश रहिए. I'm JVWU Muskan Kumari from the Department of Science and Technology, and I'm working here as an assistant professor in JVWU University and Faculty of Education. So today's your session is name is basic induction. What is the role of induction on data mining and searching also? Isn't it induction? I will do in the next session, but in today's session I will only discuss the your data mining and searching. So it's well known to all of you that what is the data mining and searching. Searching is well known to all of you, but data mining might be the new terminology for you. So to make it in easy understanding to you, I'm just going to share some files for better understanding. Okay, so please hold on. Yes, this one. You can see here that this one is the data mining and searching, which I will discuss today. So, data mining and searching. What is the firstly discuss what is the data mining. Okay. So, data mining can be understood as a set of methodology that can be and used in analyzing data from different perspectives and dimensions for finding out previously unknown hidden patterns data. Okay. So if we talk about this ones, so what will we do? Data mining can be understood as a set of data mining is basically what this is a set of the methodology or the techniques or the approaches that is basically used for analyze your data from different perspective or dimensions for finding out the previously unknown hidden pattern. Whatever the hidden patterns is generated by your data in previously times whenever you have searched that data and working or analyzing on that. So this is the basically what data mining is just like a methodology provides methodology through which you are just going to analyze your data from different perspective and dimensions to finding out the previously analyzed or hidden patterns in which patterns that data are organized, isn't it? So this helps in classify and grouping the data to create the summary and identify relationships that like the same type of characteristics of data uh, placed in one clusters and the different activities or characteristics of data are placed in the second cluster. So this is basically the formations of the clusters, and this helps you into to make the grouping and the patterns of the data clear. So here data mining tasks are divided into the basically two parts. First is what creating the predictive power, and second is the creating the descriptive power. And what is the creating the predictive power? So this is basically involving using the features of the softwares to predict any unknown and future value of similar features. So suppose you don't like you are getting some phone calls that's unknown number or you didn't know about that names, isn't it? So what you do to know that name, either there is two process. Yeah, I there is will be two procedures like either you call to that persons to know her name, or either you are using some other softwares to predict their name, to find out their name, isn't it, via their mobile number. So what you are using is like Truecaller is a software through which you are predicting and analyzing that oh, this number is belongs to this person, isn't it? And so this is a type of the predictive power. Clear? Now creating the descriptive power. This steps basically helps in finding the interesting and human interpretable patterns that are used for describing the data. Clear? So now if we talk about this one's what, this step basically helps in what this steps we talk about that, what data mining and searching is also known as the knowledge discovery. Suppose you have the ideas and knowledge regarding that all data, so this is called the knowledge discovery. And the nature of data mining and searching is that World Wide Web is a remarkable source of information. This is well known to you that whenever you want to get some more information, then you are using the web browsers and the World Wide Web www. And this session moderated by Danny Oldway of the University and the Media. Okay, so if we focused on the gathering informations from it, then we can easily tell it like what validating the informations and using the informations to draw the conclusion and predictions. Clear? So the term data mining is quite big, which is quite old. John Given of Cornell University noted that until about the 1992, it occurred mostly in the statics literature and mostly in the pejorative context. Clear? So, whenever you are going to remark data, the number of approaches to designing the search engine for the way the search engine Google, for example, like uses a link analysis techniques related to your also the principles, hubs, and authorities also. Suppose examining the directed graph formed by link between the web pages, and we can easily identify tightly linked by patterned subgraph. Then pages of high integrity are denoted as authorities. Clear? So now, if we talk about the data mining in the search engine organization, it is just like a new concept and has gained importance in the digital marketing, field. So it can be understood that this is a process that can be used for extracting the useful information from the large data set or large amount of data. In other words, you can also say like that the data mining is the process that can be used to companies can be used by companies for converting raw data into the useful data. It means that suppose you have to create some data files regarding any topics, then what you are getting the multiple data surrounding you or by using the web or www, isn't it? So whenever you are searching that data, so you get multiple informations regarding that, but you are finding only those data which is useful for you, isn't it? And which is useful for you regarding that topics which you want to search, which you have searched. So this is basically converting your raw data into the useful data with the help of any software. Clear? So, data mining and its role in the business decision. What is the role of data mining in the business? Okay, so data mining and big data. Here you also see that the term big data, which I will discuss in the later. So, on into in this session, you see here the big data and the definition this words. So data mining and big data have become umbrella words that some of the modern reality, isn't it? Data mining focus on the evaluating of the data or the you can say the vast amount of data for discovering the interesting data from that vast amount of the data. Clear? So now the applications of data mining is in the firm can be what identifying the waste habits that contribute to the cost cutting steps, and second anticipating the purchasing trends and accordingly driving sales. Third might be the finding out slower time skills for planning downtime properly and uncovering new opportunity in specific consumer segments. Okay, so data mining is what? Data mining is being applied in different sectors and occupations. Today, customers are comfortable with organizations recording their online behaviors and expect them to automate their communication experiences with the help mining uh, rules, isn't it? Rather, for many consumers facing organizations, the ability to correctly predict a customer's behavior in turning out to be competitive is in the industry is also. And if we talk more about the data mining, then we can also say yes, then we can also say like that what data mining is basically a type of the processes which is done by the companies to turn your raw facts of data into the useful informations by using some softwares to look for the pattern in the large batches of data. Business can learn more about their customers to develop more effective marketing strategies. Okay. So, if someone asks to you that how data mining build works, can you explain this? So, you can easily explain this why this way. Mm, explain this in this way like data mining involves exploring and analyzing the large block of information, large block of information in the sense the large amount of data to gain meaningful pattern and trends. They are transforming that into the small amount of data, and that data is very meaningful and in trends. It can be used in variety of ways, such as the database marketing, credit risk management, fraud detections, spam email filtering, or even to discern the sentiment or opinion of the users also. So data mining process breaks into the five steps. First organization collect the data and load it into their data warehouse, and next they store and manage the data either or in the house server or the cloud, isn't it? So third is the business and analysis management team and information professional access the data and determine how they want to organize it, and the application software sort the data based on the user's result, and finally the end user present that data in easy to share format such as a graph or the tables, isn't it? So you can easily understand that how processing of data is done from the raw facts of vast amount of data to the useful or meaningful small amount of data, isn't it? Now I'm also again concluding these things. You have learned about that the data mining, what is data mining, what are the techniques used in the data minings, and what are the how data minings are working. And the data minings basically depends on the five steps. First is what? Firstly, you will organize your data and load this data into the data warehouse, which is why we are calling here the data warehouse, because data warehouse is a house where you are entering all the data for the processing. Isn't it? Next step, you are storing and managing that data either in the house or over the clouds. Isn't it? Third, business analyst, management team and information technology. Management team and information technology professionals access the data and determine how they want to organize that. Okay. So now in the next, the end user present the data and easy to share the properties of the data. So this is basically all the things which I have discussed today with you, and I hope that you haven't any problems regarding this session. And if you have any problems in this session, then please let me know regarding this, through which I will help you via solving your query with appropriate answers, isn't it? And please read these sessions with multiple books also, and also follow the multiple sites which helps you to better understanding regarding these topics. And you all are the students of the BTech sixth semester, so I hope you should carefully read these things, because these techniques are either used in your companies or in the further studies also in the research fields. Okay, so best of luck. Read this carefully.